Hello and welcome to another episode of Ames Tonight. I guess this will be called the freshman edition, considering who is at the desk with me. But welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Introduce yourselves
Again? Okay. I'm Leah and Gracie. I'm an anchor on Ames Tonight as well for the nightly news.
Nice.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yep, it's good stuff. Oh, sorry. I forgot I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm Gracie. I'm a freshman, and that's it. That's all I have.
All right. Well, I kind of wanted to just get these two on the show and ask them a little bit about how the semester is going, both in GSTV, ISUTV. I don't even know what it is anymore. And also just in school life, personal life in general.
Okay.
So how are classes going to start it all off? Whoever wants to start.
I'm struggling a little bit, but I still have a few more weeks left. And then I think I'll just pick it up towards the end, you know?
Yeah.
I'll do better at the end.
Interesting
I
strategy.
do better under pressure, so I think at the very end when I need to do it better, I'll do better.
Sounds like
Yeah.
pure procrastinator talk, which
Yeah,
is
I guess.
exactly what I am.
Okay.
So I approve. And what about you, Leah?
Same boat, actually. I am procrastinating almost like every night on my homework, which is great. But you know what? I'm going to save it all till the end because, under pressure.
We strive for excellence here on Ames Tonight. So I guess moving further into the club, what have you been enjoying about being a member of this organization? Is it going well? Also, you're wearing a lot of coats, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
But yeah, what's been your favorite thing about getting involved here?
Well, where do I even start? There's just so much. Everyone here is really nice. I love working with everyone, and just the environment here. It's just really happy and uplifting.
Mm-hmm. That's wholesome.
Yeah, I agree. I was kind of late joining ISU or Greenlee TV or ISU TV. Yeah, and just by a smidge. But everyone was so welcoming here. My first night, and I've just made a lot of great friendships here. And yeah, it's so fun.
Nice. Now, about the coats.
Wait, you didn't ask us about something we don't like.
Oh, we'll do that next.
Oh, okay.
But I really want to know about these coats.
Okay.
What's up with this?
You see, it's gonna snow tomorrow, so I just wanted to be prepared. I'll probably sleep in this, so I just wanted to make sure I was ready for class tomorrow when it snows.
That is a good plan. That is actually really smart. So you just have no effort in the morning.
Yeah.
You just wake up, you get your backpack, go to class.
Exactly.
That sounds kind of uncomfortable, but
No,
I think it's a great
It's like you're
idea.
sleeping in a blanket,
Honestly.
It feels warm when you go outside.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything, so let's just keep going.
yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on. This is a perfect segue to what are some of your least favorite things? You've been talking a little bit, complaining, putting things into the suggestion box. So what are some of your least favorite things here at ISU GSTV, if that's what we can call it now?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Least favorite things? I don't have any least favorite things because everything here is pretty great, but I do have a least favorite person.
Interesting.
Yeah. I actually don't care enough to know his name, but I know he was wearing a red shirt. I know he's wearing a red shirt, and he throws things at me all the time, and yeah, all the time.
Do it.
He's getting
Do
ready.
it. You won't. There.
And he misses
He
a lot, so I don't have
missed.
to worry. But
Yeah, well, that was interesting. A lot of people perked their heads up behind the screens, which you couldn't see when she said the person in the red shirt was her least favorite.
I thought it was me for a second. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
That's fair. You're wearing red.
There's
course
more
not.
than one person wearing a red shirt, so
Yeah,
I got
that's true.
scared.
But do you, Leah, have something or someone that is your least favorite aspect of this club as well? Or
That is a great question, Jim. Yes, so as you know, I am also a co-anchor on the nightly news on Wonderful Ames Tonight.
I did know
And
that.
I love it so much, but I do co-anchor with this one kid. I don't know. He's just, it's Nick Demery. He's just.
You're wearing a sweater on television!
Yeah, he's just, I think, yeah.
He knows how
He's not my favorite person to anchor with, but you know what? We have fun and we suck it up.
Both of our least favorite people have the worst aim in the world.
I
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna say, we really need to work on that.
Yikes.
Okay,
Nice
so
job.
next
Join the
meeting
Major
of
League.
this club, we're gonna work on throwing, passing, maybe get a little football game in.
Yeah, I
that would
could
be
teach
fun.
them.
That'd be fun.
Let's bring Brock.
them.
Let's
I
bring
can
Brock
teach them.
Purdy in.
Nice.
I've
And
never
Brock
dropped
Purdy.
anything.
Yeah, he'll just teach us. He's a freshman. You know?
Y'all are having some pretty good ideas.
Yeah, we are.
Which actually reminds me, it sounds like you two are kind of like learning the ropes and whatnot, and so our own Ben Olson was apparently teaching you kind of a little bit of how to take videos, make a package, do all sorts of stuff like that.
Yes.
So you apparently were making one just earlier, was that right?
We were.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we're lucky enough to have that in the studio,
Yeah.
so we can air that. But first, is there anything you'd like to say about the video beforehand?
This is like I think Ben Olson mentioned that this is a campaign for his executive board election.
Interesting.
This is his campaign video, so should be interesting to watch.
All right, well, let's take a look.
People of GSTV are good people who joined a fun club because it's something they're interested in. Many people know Jim Heinrichs as the fun entertainment director of Ames Tonight.
I do enjoy my job, yeah. It's really fun, get to do a lot of creative work and whatnot, and meeting all these new people has been such a blast.
But what many people don't see on camera is Jim's ravishing need to be in control.
Are we referring to this as an actual paid job? Because it is not.
Here's how Jim described his time at GSTV.
Being very difficult. It's kind of just spazzing out a lot.
We asked Jim if he hated every day here.
Yes. Was that a related question to that last one, or just?
This was his response when asked who his favorite member at Ames Tonight was.
I'd probably just go with Jim.
Next time you're on the set of Ames Tonight, don't let those beautiful blue eyes and that curly brown beard distract you from who Jim truly is. This message was brought to you by the council to make Ben Olson the greatest junior member of GSTV. We are in no way affiliated to Ames Tonight.
So I think
That
we
was
need
really
to
good,
teach
wasn't
That
you
was really good.
a little bit about misquoting. I saw a couple of
don't think
things
so.
in there that I feel a little confused. But we can work on that.
That seemed like
Personally,
a
I
pretty
think
good
it's
video.
very
Yeah,
well,
that seemed perfect.
very well edited.
Yes.
Very well interview questions.
I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this first part of the show. We'll have more for you all, so don't go away. You're watching Ames Tonight.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Welcome back to Ames Tonight with the best block, the C block.
B block.
B block?
B block.
Oh, C, B. What's the difference?
I'm Nick Demery.
And I'm Ryan Patty.
Ryan, I know we really shouldn't be talking about this on camera, but
then
I
why are
noticed
we-
before you went on air, you had a prescription bottle and you threw it in the trash.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay,
No,
but
it's fine.
that looked like it was official.
Yeah, I was, but don't worry about it.
So you're not going to go on a rant about any particular woodland creatures indigenous to Ames, Iowa?
I don't think there's any woodland creatures indigenous to Iowa besides birds, I think. I don't know. No, I think we're good. Besides, the bottle was empty anyway. I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
was not. Okay.
No, it definitely was. I'm pretty sure.
I'm taking your word for this one, man.
Anyway, should we just start with some stories then?
Please do.
All right. Our first story, the land of Australia. A land of mysteries, criminals, spiders as big as a dinner plate, the outback, Steve Irwin, and losing an entire war against the flightless emu. As if this upside-down country couldn't get any more bizarre, it can. It really can. There's nothing Australia can do to make it less weird, only more strange. While captured by the vicious train company, a locomotive carrying 286 wagons and 3 other locomotives just said, "Forget this noise," and just left, just straight out the station, gone. For 50 minutes, this train had freedom until the Aussies decided to derail the train, killing its chances for freedom. The train was decimated into the sand, where it will be used as a symbol for all other trains in the upside-down kingdom, marking that there is no hope for them. While we here at Ames Tonight do not condone suppressing the freedom of trains, we must acknowledge the benefits it has given to the economy. Here's to you, train, and may a flight of steam engines screech thee to thy rest.
A great deal happened on Tuesday this week, as the expected blue wave of elected Democrats turned out to be less dramatic than expected. All in all, the blue wave was akin to the gentle lapping water on the shores of Crystal Lake, Michigan, as Democrats lost seats in the Senate and the majority of governors elected were Republican. However, all of this was overshadowed by the Democratic Party taking control of the House, electing a record 110 women, including the first Muslim women and first Native American women elected to the House, one of whom is also the first openly gay woman elected. So, great! Democrats won the House, as Nancy Pelosi predicted. But it's worth remembering that the prediction left the election with two outcomes: Republicans keeping control of the House, or Pelosi being some kind of psychic witch monster. While other news stories this evening quickly reminded the nation that there's still an insane Faygo-toned child in the Oval Office, it should not be forgotten that Democratic control of the House gives the party some crucial powers of oversight over the president, such as the protection of the Mueller investigation. What? Oh, for crying out loud!
Age is just a number, right? I mean, it's not really like age really proves anything at all, right? If anything, we should just get rid of age, right? No, wrong. False. Age is something we must have. It is a building block of society and reminder of how life is meaningless and that we will all eventually succumb to the sweet death's kiss of relief and be judged to eternal damnation. Trying to say otherwise is ridiculous. More ridiculous than saying age is just a number, however, is having your age legally changed. Positivity guru Emil Rattleband wants his age changed from 69 to 49. His reasons? Because he wants to match with more 40-year-olds on Tinder. Then he should be able to. Gosh, I mean, what the frick are you hoping to accomplish with this? Do you know how bad people will manipulate this in society? Someone needs to stop this positivity guru. I don't care about his feelings, all right? You just can't change your age because you're a nice guy, all right? You might be a positivity guru, relative band, but I am positively sure you are not going to win this case. So dumb.
At the president's request, Jeff Sessions has resigned from the post of Attorney General. While Sessions will be remembered for his smoldering hot granddaddy looks and general racism, one of the most defining moments of his 20-month term was recusing himself from the Russian investigation headed by Special Counsel Robert Mueller, a move which earned Sessions respect from many for his commitment to bipartisan... I'm sorry, I can't. The president has been one of Sessions' loudest critics since he recused himself, and the appointment of Sessions as chief of staff and confused Vincent D'Onofrio Matthew Whitaker as acting AG has led many to believe that the investigation is in fact in danger. However, a march is taking place in Times Square right now, calling for the protection of the investigation. Possible replacements for Sessions in the long term include Congressman John Ratcliffe, Senator Lindsey Graham, and Boeing General Counsel Michael Luttig. Graham, while not interested in the position, has been openly critical of the investigation, while Congressman Ratcliffe has stated that he thinks Mueller should not head the investigation. And Luttig is an airplane lawyer! Please, God, not the airplane lawyer!
Fan fiction is the 11th plague, a sin against humanity so bad not even the man in the sky can forgive those who partake in such sinful writing. However, there is the occasional, and I mean extremely rare event that fan fiction does sometimes do something really nice, like 0.000000001% of the time of fan fictions can do something good for someone. What did they do that they have gained my respect? Well, they saved the most amazing good person in the Harry Potter series. I'm not dumbling your doors, not pulling on Severuses on you. I can tell you 100% seriously that Hedwig the Owl lives in the Harry Potter universe, thanks to an unnamed savior. Rather than being slaughtered in a fashion that would make PETA take offense, the bird walks off a killing curse and flies off into the sunset. If the new ending is too sugary for you, don't worry, J.K. Rowling has some dark humor for you in this tweet. Always reconsider your child's costume. It might have some dark history with it.
The media sucks right now. Nobody likes them. News organizations don't like each other. C-SPAN and the Associated Press, they hate each other. Yeah, they're boring, but there is a blood feud there. However, the current administration's attempts to undermine the media has reached a strange new low, as the White House recently released doctored footage of an altercation between James Acosta of CNN and a White House employee. Acosta, attempting to maintain his hold on a microphone, gently pushed away the employee. However, the White House sped up the footage, making it appear as though Acosta struck the employee. Here's the original footage.
Though they're hundreds and hundreds of
You know
miles
what?
away. That's
I
not
think
an
you
invasion.
should, honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN,
All right.
and if you did it well, your ratings
Let
would
me
be
ask,
much
if
better.
I may
Okay,
ask
that's
one other
enough.
question, Mr. President, if I may ask
Peter,
one
go
other
ahead.
question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President,
That's
I was
enough.
going to ask one of the other folks.
That's
have had,
enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr.
Excuse
President,
me. That's enough.
I'm not impressed, frankly. If Acosta really wanted that microphone, he would have done something more than the limp backhand he used. The president is the most powerful person in the world, also, but his staff's edit makes it look like Windows Movie Maker. It's kind of surprising it doesn't have this edit in the intro.
Well, I think that's about it. I think that just about wraps up things here. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. I think it's about time we go, and I'm Ryan Pat T, and I'm just kidding, guys. You really think I forget about the war?
God dang it.
You can't escape Jim. You can't escape Nick. Q somehow escaped. I don't know where he is. I think he's got an e-contest or something, so he's gone. But he's my #1 supporter, dang it. And for him, since he's gone, I'm going to do the update just for you, Q. This is for you. It's time for another spectacular, super stupendous update on the soul-sucking sadness that is the Great Raccoon War. The New York offensive is pushing the rambunctious raccoons back to their ravaged, ruthless lands of Canada. It was in such a place in Canada where a small mountain town of Vancouver is being plagued by poison. There's been a total of 15 deaths in Vancouver, including the death of a prominent Toronto trash squirrel. The Secretary of Garbage Reconnaissance was found lying on the side of the road, lifeless for many hours without security detail. Funeral arrangements had been made, and a memorial was set up in the fiendish fool's honor. While the deaths in Vancouver have been confirmed to be of poison due to the resistance fighters, the Secretary's death seems to be a political scandal. We finally have the litter lions on the chase and a rebel unit in Vancouver, which only means one thing. Wolverines. 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 Wolverines!
Tucker Carlson. He's kind of a prick. He thinks American diversity is a weakness, he regularly discourages and discredits climate change advocates, and his general sad face area makes me sad. However, recently Carlson's home was vandalized and his family was threatened. Members of an anti-fascist group, Smash Racism DC, gathered outside Carlson's home, damaged his door, and chanted, "We know where you sleep," outside his house. When compared to the violent crimes of alt-right gangs like the Proud Boys, the actions of these anti-fascist protesters seem almost justifiable. However, and I cannot stress this enough, they are not. As Stephen Colbert put it, take no pleasure in this happening. Feeding monsters just makes more monsters. This may very well be a moot point. I'm ultimately privileged despite my objectively confusing and unattractive face. My right to marriage is secure, my skin color does not bar me from job opportunities, I'm not in danger of losing my health care coverage. And yet, I must implore those who are fighting for these things to retain their dignity, their compassion, and their patience. The world is dark. The Mueller investigation is indeed in danger. The national debt is incalculably large, and the shooting in Thousand Oaks, which I did not have time to speak about this evening, is yet another tragic example of the obstacles America has not overcome regarding firearms and public safety. But giving up our commitment to peaceful change is not an option. Violence and fear is not what America stands for, and it is not what we turn to when we are desperate. We are better than this, and we can be still. We'll be back after this.
Hello, and welcome back to Ames Tonight. We've got a little fan favorite here for you. So, before we introduce this little game, I guess we'll introduce the guests. So, Trey, would you like to start?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. My name is Trey Temple.
I'm Nick Demery.
And I'm Zach Williamson.
And all of these brave souls are here for another round of rock band or racehorse. Now, this was a segment we did roughly a year ago,
Yeah,
like
about
sometime
that.
last year. And basically, the premise of this show is I'm going to give you a name, just a random name, and you have to tell me whether it is the name of a rock band or a racehorse. It's a pretty simple idea, but yes. So I have several names, and I'll have each of you give an answer for each of them. So why don't we get this thing started?
Let's do this.
Let's go.
I'm ready to bring some money home.
Wow, that is very zoomed in.
They want to get every detail of that face of yours.
I guess they do. All right, well, the first name we have is Mind Your Biscuits. Is that a rock band or a racehorse?
That's a tough one.
Is it Seabiscuit that was a racehorse?
Seabiscuit
Yeah.
was a
Seabiscuit
racehorse.
Was a
You're correct.
horse. I don't know about races. I never saw Seabiscuit.
I never have either. I bet it's a great flick, though.
Brown winner, I think.
I want to say it's a racehorse. I feel like Mind Your Biscuits is a little too outside of edgy to be a rock band name.
Interesting.
I'm gonna second that and also say horse.
Okay.
And
Zach?
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go band.
Unfortunately for Zach, Mind Your Biscuits is a racehorse. Now, this horse was ranked 5th in the active horses fan ranking on HorseRacingNation.com.
That's a real site.
Yes, it is. Fan made and everything.
Fan name?
Fan made. Next
Using
question.
Squarespace.
Lemon Drop Kid. Is that a rock band or a racehorse?
That sounds like a racehorse I'd put $20 on.
Oh, wow. All right.
I think that's a rock band. I think that's a rock band.
I'm gonna go with band. Rock band.
It is all tied up, as this is also the name of a racehorse. Lemon Drop Kid is 22 years old. And on the site, HorseRacingNation.com, he has 10 fans and 9 favorites. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but that's what he's got.
He's about to have 10 favorites after tonight. I'll tell you that right now, Jim.
That horse is
Good
more popular
stuff.
than I am on Facebook.
That's a pretty popular horse.
That is
right
intense.
Yeah.
All right, next name, Bricks and Mortar. Rock band or racehorse?
Rock band. It's a
Rock
Christian
band.
rock band. I'm going to put my money on that right now.
I'm gonna.
So rock band, rock band.
I want to say rock band too, but I also, being the competitive guy I am, I think this is an advantage. With both of them picking up, this is an advantage for me to possibly take the lead.
You gotta step up.
Interesting, interesting.
And you know what? I'm going to take the lead right here. I'm going with a racehorse.
Zach, you have taken the lead.
Oh, man.
Bricks and Mortar is a racehorse whose parents,
me
by
down.
the way, are
I
named
did.
Giants
You did.
Causeway and Beyond the Waves.
Oh. That's not quite as biblical as I was hoping for. I was hoping for, like, you know, for, I don't know, sulfur, I guess.
Sulfur?
Yeah. Like one of the parents being named Sulfur.
Oh. Well, unfortunately for you. Oh, Bricks and Mortar. Okay, I see where you're going. But anyway, so Zach, you have taken the lead 2-1, I think.
Not for
Yes.
long.
Oh, interesting. Well, for the next one, we have The Music. Is that a rock band or a racehorse?
That could be both.
That's either a normal horse or a very conceited rock band.
Oh my God, that's a tough one.
I'm going to say racehorse. I mean, there are some egotistical bands out there, but I really am hoping there's not one out there that's going to go so far as to refer themselves as all of music.
Interesting, interesting. Trey, Zach, any opinions from you two?
I'm going to saddle it up, and I'm going to go racehorse again.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say rock band.
So we had racehorse, rock band.
Correct.
Trey, you are tied with Zach now. The Music
There
is
we
a
go.
rock band. They are a British alt-rock and indie rock band, and according to Wikipedia, all of them met in high school, except for the drummer. I have a lot of very interesting facts for each of these names.
I feel like each band is always looking for a drummer. So
Yeah,
that kind of makes
weird.
sense to me.
Yeah, but all right. So Nick, you're falling behind. How do you feel?
Normal. I'm usually behind.
I gotcha.
This is where I reside. It's all right.
Oof. All right. Well,
I'm gonna mess you up.
maybe this one will get you back in with it.
Losing.
I'm usually on top.
Are you? Oh, interesting. Oh, Gracie disagrees. Interesting. All right. Well, the next one we have for you is Stormy Liberal. Is that a rock band or a racehorse?
Horse.
Horse?
Horse.
Okay.
It's a horse, of course.
Of course. And Zach and Trey?
I feel like that could be either.
Oh, it could be. That's the premise of the show, my friend.
Give me Rock Band for 500.
That's the wrong game.
I'll take horse.
All right. Well, Trey, you have officially taken the lead. Stormy Liberal is a racehorse.
There we go.
And fun fact, Stormy Liberal got first in his last 4 races earlier in the year, within the past couple months. So
Good job,
yeah.
horse.
Yeah, it's a pretty good horse.
I approve.
Yeah. All right, next one. Stormy Strong. Is that a rock band or a racehorse?
If you say Stormy Daniels next, I'm just gonna lose my mind, Jim. I know which one that is.
Oh, God.
Is it a rock band or a racehorse? Stormy Strong.
Stormy Strong.
I'm gonna stick with my guns, and I'm gonna say it's another horse.
All right.
I'm gonna go with rock band.
All right.
Let's go Rock Band.
All right. That is indeed a rock band. And apparently they are known for alternative
Needed it.
saltwater rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Not sure what that is, but
get
that's
you,
what they're
Trey.
known for. Next question. Stand Atlantic. Is that a rock band?
Racehorse.
or a
Rock band.
racehorse?
Racehorse.
I'm gonna go with horse.
That is a rock band. Actually, fun fact, while I was at the Fall Out Boy concert earlier this year, my friend Evan spotted the members of this band in the crowd, and he went and got a picture with them. I had never heard of them until that, but then, I took the picture of them, started listening to them. They're pretty dang good.
You know what? That's going to be on my next game show.
Yeah, Stand Atlantic. Look them up.
Okay.
They're pretty awesome. Based out of Australia. I don't know why they were at a Fall Out Boy concert in Des Moines, but hey, more power to them. And the next question, Stormy Atlantic. Is that a rock band or a racehorse?
See, I thought you said that the first time. Now I understand why I missed that last one.
Ah, yes, it was Stand Atlantic. But Stormy Atlantic, totally different.
I feel like because of this show that it's a rock band. I really do. But
This is an opinion, after all.
What's the
Horse.
score? What's the score? Can we get a score?
Trey is in the lead. I'm not
By
sure
one.
how much. I lost track in there.
I think it's.
You sure I'm not tied for the lead?
I think it's 1-1-1.
I thought it was tied.
Well, it's 4-4.
I'm one. I think I'm
We're all
one.
tied up.
I'm one behind Zach, and Zach is one behind Trey.
So
that is
5-4-3.
correct.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
I'm at my most comfortable.
What are you guessing,
Yes.
Trey?
I'll go with 5-4-3. I like being in the lead.
Oh, I think he
I'm
meant
saying
saying
the
what's your
horse.
guess?
rock band or racehorse.
It's
leader
or
goes
Stormy
first.
Atlantic.
My bad. Stormy Atlantic. I'll go rock band.
Rock band.
I think it's the
Interesting.
horse.
Interesting.
I think you're playing mind games.
Zach.
I'm gonna go horse.
All right, and that would be correct. Stormy Atlantic is actually the father of Stormy Liberal, the other horse.
I should have known that one. That's on me.
Let's go.
That's most definitely on me.
Next name. Mustard Plug.
Mustard.
There's no way anybody would name their horse Mustard Plug.
Oh,
There is not a
you
shot.
would be surprised. Zach. You would
There's
be
no way. I'm
surprised.
going rock band for sure. I'm going rock band. There's no way.
That's a good horse name.
I'm going with rock band. I think. Oh, that's difficult though. I'm 50-50, but I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna take the flip on that and go horse.
All right. Well, Zach, good news. You're back in the lead. Mustard Plug has songs that include Box, You,
I heard that one.
Beer, Jerry, I Made Love to a Martian, and We Want the Mustard.
Sounds like a
That
proper
might be
band.
their namesake. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's interesting. All right, next question. This one I can't really say in English, but it's 3 exclamation points, just like the symbol. And I think when they pronounce it, it's like or something like that. I don't really know. But is that
Is it Arabic?
the name of a rock band or a racehorse?
Is that supposed to be Arabic?
I'll get to that after this, but.
I can never see a horse with that name winning a Kentucky Derby. So
Yeah.
for that reason,
I can't.
I'm gonna go rock band.
I can't see an announcer going, and is coming around the track.
I'm also gonna say rock band. I just don't see that as being a horse at all.
This one, you're all correct. So
That changes
yes,
nothing.
the 3 exclamation points. These were actually used to represent the cliques of the Bushmen, their native language in The Gods Must Be Crazy, the movie. And the band members saw that and they were like, ha, cool. And so they decided to name their band 3 exclamation points.
Huh.
Now, final question. Ooh. This one's for all the marbles. Nirvana. Rock band or racehorse?
Question:
I know it's.
Are we allowed to answer both?
I'm gonna say both. It's very definitely a rock band, but I feel like you wouldn't have put it in unless it's also a horse.
I'm also gonna say both.
Interesting.
I state both.
All right. And Zach?
Stand with us.
We only have so much time. We need to get this.
Stand with us.
We
or
need to
follow
get this
alone.
question. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with both.
The answer was both.
Yeah.
Nirvana, the band, obviously famous for "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and also a horse, a mare from 1886. Insane. Yes, the horse came before the band. I'm pretty sure that's what they named the band after. Anyway, this has been Rock Band or Racehorse, and Zach, congratulations. I believe you've won this one. But hey, everyone's a winner here on Ames Tonight.
Yeah, I came in with high
Except for Nick,
expectations. Had some very tough
I am
competition.
tied with him.
No, that is not true.
That is.
We'll see you all next
We'll
week.
roll back the footage. I want it.